Hello, good morning. I have been walking a lot and my legs are feeling fantastic, but I started thinking about something that I wanted to show you guys, which is a little self-Thai massage. So Thai massage, for those of you that don't know, it's a lot of compression techniques, joint mobilization, and some assisted yoga stretching. It's a little combination of a lot of things. I really love it as a modality, and I do a lot of trainings, but I was thinking it would be really great to show people some things you can do for yourself. So whether you've been walking a lot like me, or you just have some stagnation of energy in your legs, pulling a lymph in the ankles, tightness in the hips, things like that. In Thai massage, we always start with the feet and work up the body, work the energy lines up the body. So if this is a comfortable position for you, cobbler pose is what I call it, and come into that. And then I want you to just start with a gentle movement. So using the palms of your hand, not gripping with your fingers, but the palm of your hand, I want you to just press into your heels one at a time and just rock a little bit. So just pressing with the palm of the hand and rocking a little bit side to side. This is just a general movement. Now, once you get the hang of it, you kind of rock up. Now, as I'm pressing with one arm, I'm leaning to that side. That's how you do that. And you kind of walk up the inside of the leg a little bit. Again, don't squeeze. It's not a squeezing technique. You can let your fingers drop if you need to. I do that too. Just don't squeeze. Now, when you come down to the foot again, there's something called the 5 lines of the foot. So now I'm going to use my thumbs. I'm going to press from the heel. I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to walk up the inner arch of my foot all the way to my big toe. And if you can, you squeeze the big toe and kind of push it forward when you lean. Then you go up the second line to the second toe. People always ask, well, how many times should I push? As many times as you want. It's okay. It's not like 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. It's whatever feels right. And if you get to a spot on your foot that feels particularly tight or it hurts, maybe stay and do that spot a couple more times. So I have to spread my feet apart a little bit as I get towards the middle toes and the toes on the other side. This is awakening some of the energy in the center of those energy lines. Right? So then I might do, pull them a little bit closer. I might do, again, a little palm press, but kind of like a little movement where I'm twisting the foot a little bit. And do that a little bit. Come back up. Palm press back up. And then I might do, bring my feet forward a little bit more. So you adjust your foot position as you're going. I'm going to do just some leaning palm presses into my upper thighs. Now the next pose is up to you. This is called animal stretch. You bring one leg around to the side, the other foot comes in, and you can use the one hand to do just some leaning palm presses up. Some people like finger presses. So if you're pressing into the back of the calf with the palm and you're not feeling enough pressure, go in with your thumb. Again, when you're leaning, you're pressing. One of my favorite is getting this IT band. So I love to palm press up this part. Oh boy, after doing a lot of walking, that's pretty tight. So I might stay here and do a couple more spots that feel particularly tight. But boy, does that feel good. Most of you will probably get a little woo with that. You notice I can just do it with one hand, right? But then if I want, I can come over and I can do a little palm press with both down this other leg. Why not? It's there. So I might as well get into it a little bit. Again, you can use your fingers. You can do a finger press with all the fingers if you want, or you can do a thumb press. But I think palm press is a little bit nicer for most people. When you start doing finger pressing, then you have to kind of get the right spots a little bit more. And I don't want you to bruise yourself by going too hard. You notice this constant rocking? Yeah. So now swing that leg back around in front of you. And I want you to interlace your fingers and just do some squeezing up here in your quads. Squeeze your quads. But again, how many times does it matter? And then I always do this finishing technique with these Thai chops. And then sweep off that leg. And then I'm gonna swing around. Oh, this leg feels even tighter. So I'm gonna do just some palm press up here. It's a rainy day, so I can't go walking. So I figured, oh, let's do this. All right, oof, that is really super tight in there. But it feels really good. And again, it's just using that palm of the hand, leaning in, get into that IT band a little bit, and swing that leg back around. I didn't get the inside of this leg, but it got a little love on the other side, but you can still kind of come back to it. What I love about Thai massage too, as you're rocking, you just kind of can go back and forth to places. You don't have to really worry, oh, I did this side, I forgot to do it in the right sequence. Just go back to it. So now interlace your fingers, give some squeezes again. And then you can do those chops. Some sweeps off the leg. And then straighten those legs back out. And then again, because yoga stretching is part of Thai massage, if you want to do a little forward bending. So my hamstrings have been extremely tight because of all the walking I'm doing. So don't force yourself ever in stretching. Pull those toes back, squeeze up here, hinge from your hips, and just hang out. Doesn't matter how far you go, and give it a good 6 to 10 deep breaths. I don't want to bore you with watching me breathe for 6 or 10 deep breaths. Remember, you can always go back, do one side, then the other. And then I would finish by coming back into that cobbler pose that you began with. Give that a nice forward bend. 6 to 10 deep breaths. Here I like to peel the feet apart a little bit. Keep your back nice and straight as you come forward. And then come back up, and just to loosen up the hips, reach around the back and give it a little side to side movement. Sometimes I scoot forward when I do this, so just some side to sides. And that's just a little Self-Thai yoga bodywork. So come in and hang out with me and do some training if you like what you see here, or reach out to me if you have any questions about having a Thai yoga bodywork session yourself. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Namaste.